Her fingers tightened on the wheelchair armrests as she stared at the metal door in front of her. Behind it, not just any dog, but the one the staff whispered about. The dangerous one, the unpredictable one, the one no one dared to adopt. The one everyone said was a lost cause. But Lena, the 14-year-old girl who hadn't taken a single step since the accident that changed her life forever, whispered under her breath, "Everyone deserves a second chance, even him." That single sentence would change 2 broken lives forever. At the powerful hook. "Don't open that door." The shelter manager, Ms. Rivera, rushed after Lena, her voice trembling. "Lena, wait. Don't open that door. That dog is not like the others. He's dangerous." But Lena didn't flinch. Her wheelchair rolled forward with a determination that stunned everyone watching. She pressed her palm gently against the cold metal and whispered, "Maybe he's dangerous because someone was dangerous to him first." Silence fell. No one had ever said that. Not once. And certainly not with such soft, shaking bravery. Inside the kennel, the dog, massive, scarred, snarling, stood perfectly still. His name was Rocco. And the moment Lena entered his world, everything began to change. The story chapter 1. A broken body, a crushed spirit before the accident. Lena was a runner, fast, free, unstoppable, the girl everyone believed would break records one day. But one rainy afternoon, a speeding driver didn't see her in the crosswalk. In seconds, her world collapsed. Doctors saved her life, but her legs never moved again. She spent months in the hospital, staring at the ceiling tiles, feeling her dreams drifting farther and farther out of reach. And worst of all, people treated her differently now. Pity in their eyes, sadness in their smiles, soft voices like she was made of glass. Her mother signed her up for therapy, both physical and emotional, but nothing touched the grief pulsing inside her. Until one day, her therapist suggested something new: animal therapy. Dogs can heal in ways medicine can't. Lena agreed, but she didn't want small, cute dogs. She wanted the dog no one else wanted, because that's exactly how she felt. Chapter 2. The dog who trusted in Owen Rocco was the shelter's nightmare. A former guard dog, abandoned after years of abuse. He didn't trust humans. He lunged at anyone who came near. He shredded toys, bowls, even the gate latch once. Every adopter returned him within days. Some said he was unfixable. Some said he was born mean. Some said he should be put down. But Lena didn't believe that. Behind his angry bark, she saw something familiar: fear, pain, loneliness, things she felt every day. Chapter 3. Their first and his staff gathered around nervously as the door slowly creaked open. Rocco's deep growl vibrated through the room. But Lena did something unexpected. She didn't flinch. She didn't roll back. She didn't cry. She simply whispered, "It's okay. I'm scared too." Rocco paused. His ears twitched. No one had ever spoken to him like that. With honesty instead of fear, Lena gently lowered her hand to the floor, palm up, offering nothing but presence. For long minutes, Rocco snarled, then barked, then paced, then, slowly, very slowly, approached. He didn't bite. He didn't attack. He simply rested his giant scarred head on her lap, and every staff member gasped. The aggressive dog had chosen her. Chapter 4. Healing begins, but not easily. Lena visited every day, sometimes. Rocco growled. Sometimes he refused to come out. Sometimes he barked for no reason. But she understood trauma. She understood patience. She understood what it meant to fight your own body and mind every day. They grew together. When Lena cried on bad days, Rocco placed his paw on her footrest. When Rocco panicked at loud noises, Lena whispered calming stories. When Lena struggled during therapy, Rocco nudged her hand, reminding her not to give up. Still, the staff warned her, "He's unpredictable. He's dangerous. You're risking too much." But Lena wasn't afraid of his scars, because she had her own. Chapter 5. The day everything one afternoon, during a storm, a transformer blew behind the shelter. The explosion shook the building. Sparks flew, alarms blared, panic erupted. Rocco bolted. He crashed through his kennel door and sprinted into the hallway, teeth bared in terror. People screamed. No one could stop him. Except one voice, a trembling, familiar voice. "Rocco, come here, buddy. I'm right here." "Lena." Thunder boomed. Rocco skidded to a stop, eyes wild and terrified. But she didn't move. She couldn't. She simply opened her arms. And for the first time, the most aggressive dog in the shelter chose trust over fear. He ran straight to her and curled into her lap like a frightened child. The staff stared in shock. The dangerous dog had found his safe place in a paralyzed girl's arms. Chapter 6. The challenges they at everything became easy. 1. Rocco needed months of behavioral rehab. Lena attended every session, even when she was exhausted. 2. People judged them harshly. Why adopt a dangerous dog? You should pick a safe one. You can't handle him in a wheelchair. Those comments hurt, but they strengthened her even more. 3. Lena had her own struggles. Physical therapy was painful. Her body felt foreign. Sometimes she wanted to quit, but Rocco motivated her. Sometimes, after therapy, he would push a tennis ball onto her lap with his nose, his way of saying, keep trying. Chapter 7. Their biggest test. 6 months later, Lena finally convinced her mother to adopt Rocco. But during a neighborhood walk, a motorcycle backfired loudly. Rocco panicked. He jerked forward, ripping the leash from Lena's hand. Neighbors screamed as he charged down the street. Lena's heart stopped. She couldn't run after him. She couldn't chase him. She felt helpless again. But she remembered something her therapist told her. Your voice is your strength. So she yelled, louder than she ever had in her life. Rocco, come back. I need you. Silence filled the street. Then, the massive dog slowly turned around, whimpered, and sprinted back to her wheelchair, burying his face in her lap. Everyone watching cried. The aggressive dog, the dangerous dog, had just proved the world wrong. That he wasn't broken, that he wasn't violent, he wasn't hopeless, he was loyal, he was loving, he was hers. Chapter 8. Vehemently inspired by Rocco's progress, Lena pushed herself harder in therapy. 1 morning, her therapist noticed something. Lena, try to move your toes. She stared, concentrated, prayed. And then, a twitch. Then another. Rocco barked once, as if celebrating before anyone else could. A month later, Lena took her first step, not alone, but with Rocco gently supporting her with a special harness. People cried. Doctors were stunned. Her mother sobbed in joy. The girl who was told she'd never walk again, walked with the dog they said would never be safe. 2 souls once labeled broken, proved everyone wrong. Together. Chapter 9. The message that changed Elvis years. Later, Lena shared their journey with the world. Sometimes the most broken ones love the deepest. Sometimes the most feared ones are just the most hurt. And sometimes, healing comes from the places you least expect. Rocco sat beside her, older but proud, wagging his tail. Their story inspired millions, and it continues to inspire today. The ending. A final word to the villain. If Rocco and Lena's journey touched your heart, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Red heart comment below. What was the moment that brought tears to your eyes? Your comments help us reach more people who need hope. And don't forget to support this channel. Backhand index pointing right, like, share, and subscribe to be kind always, because kindness, second chances, and love can change the world. Thank you for watching. Stay kind, stay hopeful, stay inspired.